What up, free bosses? Ian here, and in this video you're going to learn some advanced Facebook advertising tips and strategies. We're going to cover offline conversions, event codes, day parting and geo parting, manual bidding, and exclusions. So let's jump into it. So first, offline conversions. Now offline conversions are basically conversions that happen offline. It could be either offline from Facebook or completely offline like in the real world. Basically what you want to do with this is you can import that data into Facebook. Now you import it basically into the Facebook pixel because you want to make your pixel as smart as possible, knowing exactly what you're looking for as far as conversions. So think about the Matrix when Neo gets plugged in and all of a sudden he learns jujitsu, right? That's very similar to what you're doing. So imagine Neo as your Facebook pixel, and you're plugging in your offline conversions and you're teaching your pixel all what you're looking for in your prospects, in your customers, in your leads. Offline conversions can be many different things, but basically you are teaching your pixel all that you want it to know. The more data that you teach your pixel, the better it's going to perform when you run your conversion campaigns. So again, whether you're trying to get leads or you're trying to get customers, you want to tell Facebook, hey, this is what a great lead looks like for me. This is what my customers look like. So let's say that you have 1,000 customers. You tell that to the Facebook pixel. You say, hey, these are my 1,000 customers. Then when it's running your conversion campaigns, it's going to look in those big audiences, those million people audiences, and it's going to compare the data that you uploaded with your offline conversions with the people that it sees in those audiences, and it's going to serve the ads to those people that are most likely to convert based on the data that you've already fed it. It really helps your conversion campaigns convert better, convert at lower costs, and be able to get you more conversions at lower costs. You can also create custom audiences from these offline conversions, and you can use the offline conversions as an exclusion, which we'll talk about later, but you can also create lookalike audiences from those offline conversions. Now that's basically saying, hey, here are my exact customers. Now Facebook, go ahead and find me a couple million more people that are just like my ideal customers. Lookalike audiences are very effective. They're really awesome. And again, the more data you can import into Facebook, you can create lookalike audiences from that data. So you want to make sure that all of your conversions, usually what I'll do is even if those conversions happen from Facebook ads, I'll just go ahead and export out all those customers or all that data from my ClickFunnels or from my Shopify site. I'll export them out and then I'll import them as offline conversions just to make sure that Facebook caught every single conversion that happened, because sometimes a customer will come through but then the pixel won't fire or some little glitch will happen and Facebook won't be able to actually document that data. So I like to always import offline conversions. Now next is event codes. Now event codes are basically part of the pixel, and it's basically a conversion that Facebook has already created and it's already friendly inside their data. Event codes could be a purchase, it could be an add payment info, initiate checkout, complete registration, it could be a lead. So Facebook already has these event codes created, and what you can do is you get that event code and you put it in the different places in your funnel. So let's say that you're running ClickFunnels, or let's say that you have landing pages or a WordPress site. When you know that this prospect hits this specific page, then they have made a purchase or they have opted into the lead form. You know, usually it's on a thank you page or an upsell page or a confirmation page. And what you want to do is you want to copy paste that little purchase code or that little lead code, event code, and put that on that actual confirmation page. Now again, when people hit that page, that information is going to be sent back. That data is that pixel is going to fire, and that data is going to be sent back to Facebook saying, hey, that person that just clicked on that ad actually opted in and turned into a lead or turned into a customer. So go ahead and use that when you optimize. Then Facebook will now have that data, and then they'll optimize. So moving forward, they'll send more people just like that, and they'll display your ad to similar people just like that. So you want to make sure that you get these event codes and you put them all inside of your funnel, and you want to really make sure that it's all well defined, because when you're looking at your data on the back end and you're running these ads and you're seeing your different data points on what ad sets are performing better, what ads are performing better, all that data will be in there and it'll be very accurate for you to actually look into, and you can create custom columns inside of Facebook to actually see all your different conversion events, see your cost per conversions, all that kind of stuff. So if you can't actually paste an event code onto a landing page, that's where custom conversions come into play. Now, custom conversions are basically based on the URL. So if you have your whole entire site and everything is pixeled, and you have your main pixel inside the header and it's across every single page in your site, and let's say that you can't access, again, you can't access that little page that you want to put this custom event code, then that's when you go into the custom conversions section. You grab that little URL that you know is going to have your thank you page, your confirmation, and you create that custom conversion inside Facebook. So it's a good plan B, but I always have my plan A as using the Facebook event codes. Next up is day parting and geo parting. Now, usually this works best if you already have a lot of customers, and what you can do as far as day parting is you can look at all that customer data and you can see what time of the day and what days in particular is your highest conversion rates, are most of your sales happening. So let's say that most of your sales Monday through Friday are happening between 6 a.m. and 1 p.m. Now, what you can do is you can make it so that your ads only run from Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then maybe you don't want to run any ads on the weekend, right? You can do stuff like that. Or maybe Saturdays and Sundays, there's a lot of conversions that seem to happen. There's a lot of activity on your website. And again, you want to use Google Analytics, or if it's a Shopify site, then you can actually look in their little reporting and you can see what times of the day your conversion rates are the highest, what times of the day is most activity, and you can literally schedule your ads to run during those exact times. So I would definitely test around with this. And then the next thing is geo parting. So what geo parting is basically you want to look in your Google Analytics or your Shopify data and you want to see what states or cities or countries is the majority of your sales coming from. And then you make a little list, and then when you actually geopart, it's basically you go into your ad sets and you create, okay, I just want to target these cities right here, and you put in, instead of just targeting the US or targeting the whole entire world or countries, you can actually target specific cities, and you can also target radiuses around certain cities and things like that. So you want to know where your customer is coming from exactly, majority of the states that are popping off with conversions, and then what time of the day are they popping off, and you can literally tailor your ads to only run in those cities and those geographic areas and only during those times. You can literally schedule out a whole week of when you want, by the hour, when you want this ad set to actually display your ads. It's a great way to actually get your costs down and your cost per conversion down, and kind of be sure that you're displaying your ads at the right time when those customers are most likely to convert. So next is manual bidding. So manual bidding can be found at the bottom of the ad set window. Scroll all the way down and you'll see automatic and manual. And you click manual and you have two options right now in 2017. You have maximum and you have average. So maximum is basically a way that for you to get the maximum profit at the lowest cost leads. The way that I see it is maximum is very hit or miss. It's very black and white. So if you put in something that's too low, you're just not going to get that ad shown to many people. It's not going to really happen that much. But if you put it higher, chances are you'll get a lot more impressions and it'll be shown for more people. Average is really the average between your cost per conversion. So you're kind of bidding on if you want to spend $10 or $70, whatever the number is, and you say, look, I want to spend $60 cost per acquisition or cost per conversion, right? Because a conversion can literally be anything. It can be a purchase, it can be a lead, it can be a video view, anything like that. So you say, I want to spend $70, let's just say. So some of those conversions will happen at $30, and some of those conversions may happen at $100, but somehow Facebook will find that middle cost per conversion and it'll be somewhere in the middle. I would say test around with this. You definitely need to know what your average cost per conversion is, and based on the data that you have inside the pixel and all the other sales that you've had before, you can experiment with putting your manual bid at a very low number and see how much impressions and how much money actually gets spent with that very low number, or you can put it very high. Manual bidding is definitely something that's different for every single business. Every single product that you're selling is going to be very different. So I would definitely test around with putting high numbers and low numbers, maximum and average, to really see what is the sweet spot for your business. You definitely need to know the cost per customer acquisition, so I would definitely test around with this. So next is exclusions. Now this one is huge. If you're not doing any kind of excluding, you may be pissing off your customers and you may be wasting some money. So exclusions is basically once you start to get customers or once you start to get leads, you need to exclude out those people from seeing your ads that you're running, because if they've already converted and they continue to see your ads, and that's just going to piss them off, you're going to get negative ratings on your ads, and that could lead to you getting a deactivated ad account. Also, it's going to lead to you wasting money when you're spending money with Facebook. So you really want to be very granular with your exclusions. You want to make sure that those leads, those customers, the people that have seen certain things and you don't want them to see that anymore, or you don't want to keep hitting them over and over, then you need to put in those exclusions on your custom audiences as well as your actual Facebook audiences based on, interest, behavior, demographic, all that kind of stuff. With Facebook audiences, if you're not trying to target people that have lower income, then you can put in those income demographics as exclusions. Or let's say that you're trying to target only single people, then you want to put in those behavioral or demographic targetings that exclude the married, the engaged, the in a relationship. You can exclude out all those people because your product only works best for single people, right? So you want to really exclude out all the people that wouldn't be ideal prospects for you, or exclude out people that have already converted. You want to make sure you are really smart with all your exclusions, because that's going to really help you get your cost per conversion as low as possible. Make sure that you're not wasting money, and also make sure that you're not pissing anybody off. So those are my couple of advanced Facebook advertising tips and strategies for you. I would definitely recommend testing out all these different things, because again, nothing is 100% for sure. No one thing is going to work for every single situation. So I would definitely test around and see if these are going to work for you. My personal favorite is the exclusions and the day parting and the geo parting, just based on past data, excluding out, because that's what you're pretty much doing with day parting and geo parting, is you're excluding out certain times of the day, certain locations, and you're excluding out those custom audiences and things like that. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.